Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you try, you never seem to move forward financially? Well, it could be because you are making some critical financial mistakes even without realizing it. In this video, we will reveal 7 brutal mistakes that keep you poor and that the rich avoid at all costs. These are not simple setbacks, but real traps that can slow your progress towards financial freedom. And best of all, we'll tell you how you can stop doing them instantly. So get ready. Take note because we are going to change your financial future. Let us begin. Mistake 1. Not investing in financial education. The main mistake that many people make is not investing in their own financial education. We live in a world where personal finances are becoming increasingly complex, with diverse investment options, financial products, and changing regulations. However, many people feel overwhelmed or think that learning about finances is too complicated or boring, and therefore, they do not adequately educate themselves on how to manage their money effectively. Lack of financial knowledge can lead to ill-informed decisions, such as risky investments, inefficient debt management, or even falling for scams. Financial education not only prepares you to make better investment choices, but also teaches you how to plan for the long term, avoiding common problems such as over-indebtedness and lack of savings for emergencies or retirement. For example, think about Juan, a man who never learned about the importance of investment diversification. He put all his savings in just 2 stocks in the same sector without a good analysis on his part, but rather followed recommendations from friends. And when changes came in the industry, one of the companies went bankrupt, so he lost half of his money. If Juan had had better financial education, he could have avoided this devastating loss. What would be some practical solutions to improve at this point? Books and blogs. Start by reading classic books on personal finance and subscribe to blogs and YouTube channels like this one dedicated to the topic. Online courses. There are numerous free and paid courses that cover everything from basics to advanced investing. Platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy, and Udemy are great places to start. Seminars and workshops. Attend seminars and workshops in your community. Many times, banks or educational institutions offer free sessions on financial planning and money management. Financial consulting. If you can, consider getting advice from a financial advisor. Although it may have an upfront cost, personalizing advice and planning can be invaluable. Investing in your financial education is one of the most critical steps towards financial freedom, since thanks to this you can avoid other mistakes. Mistake 2. Spending more than you earn. Another mistake is spending more money than you earn. This behavior may seem basic to avoid, but in practice, many fall into the trap of impulsive consumerism, promotions that seem attractive, and social pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle. This leads to accumulating debt and living from day to day without the ability to save or invest for the future. Spending more than you earn is a sure recipe for financial disaster. This not only prevents you from accumulating savings, but also leads to dependence on credit cards and loans, increasing high-interest debts that can become a permanent burden. Let's look at the case of Laura, who always buys the latest technology and fashion, despite having a modest salary. Her credit cards are maxed out, and every month she struggles to pay even the minimum due. Laura feels trapped, and her financial stress affects all areas of her life. Let's now see how to fix this error. The most effective tool is to create and follow a personal budget. Write down your income and expenses, making sure the latter do not exceed the former. There are budgeting apps that can make this process easier. We have a video on the channel explaining in detail how to do it. Before spending on luxuries, make sure you have an emergency fund that covers at least 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. This will protect you in case of unforeseen events without having to go into debt. Cost reduction. Review your regular expenses and eliminate or reduce unnecessary ones. Cancel subscriptions you don't use, eat out less frequently, and look for cheaper alternatives for your regular expenses. Learn about marketing techniques that encourage you to buy more than necessary and learn to resist them. Make conscious and planned purchasing decisions rather than impulsive ones. Set clear goals to save and invest a portion of your income each month. Watching these funds grow can motivate you to continue being disciplined with your spending. By facing the reality of your finances and making proactive decisions to spend less than you earn, it is essential to break out of the cycle of poverty and start building wealth. Mistake 3. Not having sources of passive income. Many people rely exclusively on a salary as their only source of income. This approach can be risky, especially if they face job loss or medical emergencies that impact their ability to work. Lack of passive income limits the ability to accumulate wealth and reduces financial security. Without passive income, you are effectively trading time for money, limiting your earning potential to the hours you can work. In contrast, passive income provides a continuous financial flow without the need for a constant physical presence, allowing you to diversify your sources of income and protect yourself against economic unforeseen events. Imagine Carlos, who works 50 hours a week at his main job as a salesperson. Although he earns a decent salary, he does not have time for more work, and his ability to earn more money is limited, since he has not bothered to create other sources of income. If Carlos faced a pay cut or lost his job, his finances would be severely affected. Some examples of methods to generate passive income would be the following. Investments in real estate. Consider buying properties that you can rent. Renting is a great way to generate passive income and can also offer long-term capital appreciation. Investing in stocks that pay dividends can provide a regular income stream without the need to sell your investments. Create digital content. If you have a specific skill or knowledge, consider creating a blog, YouTube channel, or online course. These can generate income through ads, subscriptions, or course sales. Business automation. If you already own a business, look for ways to automate it or delegate responsibilities to turn it into a source of passive income. Investments in index funds. Index funds and exchange-traded funds, ETFs, can offer returns through capital gains and dividend distributions, with a relatively low initial investment and less active management required. By building and diversifying your sources of passive income, you not only improve your financial security, but you also move closer to financial freedom, eventually allowing you to work less or even retire early. Mistake 4. Taking advice from people who have not achieved the results you want to achieve. This is like learning to fish from someone who has never fished. In financial and business matters, the same thing happens. We often seek financial guidance from people who, although we may trust them, are not financially stable. But we must know that someone who is not financially successful cannot adequately guide another in this area. Unless the person offering financial advice is financially sound and is managing their money correctly, we should not follow their advice, regardless of whether they are a family member, close friend, or someone else. Even if their intention is good, following financial advice from those who have not been successful in this area does not benefit us at all. The real mistake here is not simply accepting advice, but seeking it from the wrong source, since most people lack basic financial education. If you ask most people what they would do if they received a large sum of money today, many would not know what to answer. Some might say what they would spend it on, and few would consider investing it. However, most would not know what to invest in. This is understandable because conventional education does not prepare us to handle money and, furthermore, the system does not benefit from a financially educated population. The system prefers to keep people in poverty, ignorance, and disease, as this makes it easier to control. Therefore, it is crucial to avoid following the financial advice of those who have not achieved the results we want to achieve, and to make a living by following in the footsteps of people who have. If you are finding this information useful, I encourage you to leave a like and subscribe. This way you can continue enjoying more content like this. Let's continue. Mistake 5. Ignoring insurance and estate planning. Many people underestimate the importance of having adequate insurance and conducting estate planning. This carelessness can lead to devastating consequences in case of unforeseen events such as serious illness, accidents, or even death. The lack of these protections not only affects the individual, but also their loved ones who could be financially compromised. In the event of an unfortunate event, the absence of adequate insurance can quickly deplete life savings, while the lack of a will or estate planning can lead to family disputes as assets are not distributed according to your wishes. Consider Elena, a professional who never considered life or health insurance necessary due to her youth and good health. After an unexpected accident, her family was faced with huge medical bills, leaving them in a difficult financial situation. So, how could we solve this error? Take out life insurance, essential especially if you have dependents. It ensures that your family can maintain their standard of living and cover important expenses such as children's education or the mortgage in the event of your death. Also, health insurance. Adequate coverage can protect you from the high costs of medical care. Consider policies that cover expensive treatments and medications. Property insurance. Protect your home and personal property from disasters or theft. Review policies regularly to ensure coverage remains adequate as you acquire more assets. Prepare a will and estate planning. It is essential to ensure that your assets are distributed according to your wishes. Consult an attorney to draft a clear, legal will and minimize the tax burden for your heirs. By ensuring you have adequate insurance and estate planning in place, you are not only protecting your assets but also ensuring the future well-being of your loved ones. Mistake 6. Inflated lifestyle. Also known as lifestyle inflation, it occurs when your expenses increase proportionally as your income increases. This is a common mistake that many people make as they advance in their careers and start making more money. Instead of taking advantage of that extra income to strengthen their financial situation through savings and investments, they spend it on luxuries and lifestyle improvements. The main impact of an inflated lifestyle is that it prevents long-term wealth accumulation. Even if income increases, savings do not grow if expenses increase at the same time. This not only affects the ability to save, but also makes the person financially vulnerable to unforeseen events, since they have not built a sufficient economic cushion. Consider the case of Maria, who received a promotion with a significant increase in salary. Instead of saving or investing that extra money, Maria decided to move to a bigger apartment, bought a more expensive car, and started going out to fancy restaurants more frequently. Although her quality of life apparently improved, her ability to save did not advance at all, and she remained in a financial situation on the brink of bankruptcy. To avoid falling into this trap, you can take the following measures. Establish a budget that includes savings and investment goals before considering increases in lifestyle spending. Make sure any increase in income goes toward these financial goals first. Automatic savings increase. Every time your income increases, the amount you allocate to savings or investments automatically increases. For example, if you receive a plus 10% raise, increase your savings contributions by a similar percentage. Periodic lifestyle assessment. Regularly review your expenses and ask yourself if you really need certain luxuries or if you could live just as happily without them. This can help you avoid impulsive decisions that inflate your lifestyle. Ultimately, taking a conscious and deliberate approach when your income increases will allow you to better leverage your increased income to strengthen your financial security and financial future. Mistake 7. Lack of long-term financial goals. Many people lack clearly defined long-term financial goals. Without specific goals, it is difficult to establish an effective financial plan or measure progress toward important milestones such as retirement, raising children, or purchasing a home. The absence of these goals can lead to disorganized financial decisions and insufficient savings, and consequently the inability to accumulate the wealth necessary for important future goals. Imagine Tomas, who earns a good salary but has no specific financial goals. Although Tomas spends his money on entertainment and travel, he is not saving for his eventual retirement or for his children's college education, which could put him in a difficult situation in the future by having to deprive himself of certain things. Let's see some practical solutions. Define clear goals. Start by setting specific and realistic financial goals for the short, medium, and long term. Consider what you want to achieve in 5, 10, and 30 years, and what resources you will need to achieve those goals. Structured financial planning. Develop a financial plan that details how you will achieve each goal. This may include automatic savings, investments, debt reduction, and other concrete steps. Review your financial goals at least once a year to adjust them based on changes in your income, expenses, and life circumstances. Make sure your goals remain relevant and achievable. Use financial tools such as retirement calculators, budgets, and financial management apps to keep you on track toward your goals. Stay informed about investment strategies, risk management, and tax planning to continually improve your ability to achieve your financial goals. By setting and pursuing clear, well-defined financial goals, you not only improve your financial discipline but also maximize your chances of achieving financial security and fulfilling your long-term dreams. This careful planning is essential to building a strong and stable financial future. Tell me in the comments which mistake you think is the biggest, or if you're making any of these and which one you plan to address first. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it and you think that the information we share can help you improve your finances, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. I'll see you on the next video.